Well, two pieces of information for you. The first one, as you can see, I got a little bit tired of eating my own facial hair every time I had dinner, and the twirlies have gone. I seem to have cut them a little bit too narrow, and now I look a little bit like Hitler. The second bit of news is that Hamza has pulled out of our Skype debate that he agreed to. I'll put a link in the description bar containing a document with all of our correspondences in, well, everything that could be saved, because he went on a bit of a deleting spree. That should speak for itself really. You can read it and decide for yourself what happened. So unfortunately the closest that you'll see to me and Hamza having a Skype debate will be the video clip that follows from the Magic Sandwich Show, unless of course Hamza changes his mind. Go on Hamza, change your mind.
That's an interesting moustache, man. Guys are cool.
Oh, sorry, my internet froze. I didn't realise I was on. Right, my question's a little bit personal, so there's a couple of things I need to know about you first, Hamza. So, firstly, do you love Allah?
Yeah, well, I hope so.
Right. Now, were you a convert to Islam, or were you born a Muslim?
I was a convert.
So does that mean that your parents are not Muslims?
That does mean that at the moment, yeah.
Do you love your parents?
I hope so.
Would you love your dad as much if he burned your mum with cigarettes on a daily basis?
My dad? No, I wouldn't. Yeah,
right.
I wouldn't.
Okay. So, considering your parents are destined to hell,
you don't really know that yet. But
well, I believe Surah 4:56. Lo, those who disbelieve our revelations, we shall expose them to the fire. As often as their skins are consumed, we shall exchange them for fresh skins, so that they may taste the torment again. So Allah's going to burn their skin off repeatedly for eternity.
If they die as disbelievers, yeah.
Yes. So if they die tomorrow, let's work on that hypothesis.
Yes.
So then in Surah 7, verse 50, it says that the dwellers of the fire, the dwellers of hell, will cry out to the dwellers of heaven. So, considering you'll be in heaven for all eternity, in a place where you can hear the agonizing screams of your parents having their flesh burned off by fire, do you think that you will be able to continue to love Allah? And do you think that he deserves the term the most merciful?
Yes, that was a very sexed up view of the Quran, as usual.
No, there was no sex involved. It was generally a lot of pain.
Yeah, well, let me just...
Let's talk about hellfire, not houris.
Let me articulate...
to answer.
Yeah, let me answer, please, guys. First and foremost, in the Quran, the way we view the Quran is in an intra and intertextual sense. What that basically means, that the Quran is the book that gives us the methods to interpret the book, okay? So we have ambiguous and non-ambiguous verses, and we relate them together, we could come to an answer. The underlying view is, in Islamic theology, that you go to hell because you put yourself there. That is the reality. So if, for instance, you walk towards a fireplace, you know you're going to get burnt, but you're going to get burnt. That's a result of cause and effect. That's a result of this kind of spiritual, metaphysical cause and effect. And that's how we view it, do you see?
And I have to jump in with this question.
Can I just say something?
Hang on a second. One
at
a time. We'll get to Rationalist and then back to Aaron.
You say that if you walk towards a fire and you know you're going to get burnt, well, obviously, if your parents knew they were going to get burnt, they would be Muslims. The very fact that they're not Muslims means that they don't believe it, and therefore they don't believe they're going to get burnt. So, actually, to change your example would be, Allah put a fire in the room, and nobody knows if they're going to get burnt or not, and they're blindly walking towards it, and they don't realise it's going to happen. But the fact is as you said,
that's not true. God says in the Quran,
regardless of that, you did say that your parents will go to hell. So let's
no,
forget.
I didn't say that.
Oh, no, you said if they died tomorrow,
to be fair,
to hell.
one issue at a time.
Yeah, this is the one issue. The one issue that I want to know is spending eternity in heaven being able to hear the screams of the people in hell begging for water, do you think that that person is worthy of love? The person that is, the entity that is torturing those people is worthy of love, especially when you consider that it could be someone that you love, such as your parents?
See, the Quran answers this in the best way. What the Quran says is that the people in hell would not believe and would not say that any injustice has been occurred onto them. So it's a reality that they know they have been accounted for and that they deserve what they get. This is the reality of hell. It's not something
let me clarify that, because there's dangerous ground you're treading on here.